did it. And I did it too.
I did that. Wait, you did that?
Or maybe you were doing that. I don't know. It
No,
just sounded
I
the same. I was like,
I think I did.
oh
it.
God.
All right, let's start over. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Epic Everyday. My name's Evan Frericks and this is my wife Liz. And we've been doing the 700-day challenge and we have 600 days left. We're at a milestone here, breaking off another hundo.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's going by super fast.
Yeah, and we've still got ambitious goals and I don't know, we should see how many of them we've accomplished so far. Not
okay.
many, I don't think.
Do you have any?
Anyway, well, I got some stats for us. I don't have any accomplishments really, but in 100 days, here's what we've done so far.
You know what we should do is we should really go back and watch the first one of these videos, and then we could write out which goals we actually set on our videos, because there's a lot of goals we didn't say in our videos, because either they were personal or we just figured they're not related to our business. You guys really wouldn't care.
I thought it might be fun to review. We could just react to that video now.
Okay.
All right, hold on a second. All right, well, we watched our video. It wasn't very interesting to watch us watching the video, so we won't put you through that. What did you write down? Liz was taking notes.
Yes, I was. The goals that we actually talked about on our video were the class that we were working on, creating your ideal spiritual life. And actually, we've changed this class we're working on. We're shifting to a shorter term, less expensive class. Hopefully.
More focused on one topic instead of,
right.
13.
Right. So hopefully that will be done soon.
Yes. We keep saying soon and it will be soon one of these days.
Month or something. Getting paid for doing Epic Everyday stuff, which has not happened yet. Exposing 5,000 people to emotional health message also has not happened yet, but we just keep pressing forward. Being more healthy in our 40s than we've ever been before. So working on the autoimmune stuff and the chronic fatigue and the weight loss and more strength and more stamina. Mm-hmm. You've definitely seen some improvement there. I
think, yeah. And you don't feel like you have? So you have trouble seeing your own progress.
Yeah, I'm not a very good measure. That's why I need to do videos to be like, here's where I'm at. Or to have some kind of nice little chart that shows where I'm at. I think the main thing, and I've already shared it in my videos, was when we were tracking sleep and just realizing like, wow, I'm a pretty good sleeper already, which is something that I worked on a lot.
Yeah, it was nice to have some confirmation for that.
Yeah, it was really nice because, I spent a hardcore amount of time working on my sleep for a few years. Mm-hmm. So it was really nice to see the benefits of that and be like, oh, look, I'm really doing awesome at this sleeping thing. But yeah, as far as the other stuff, I don't feel like I've noticed any major difference in my strength or my stamina. But I also honestly haven't really been working very much on those things. I've mostly been working on just trying to deal with the chronic fatigue stuff and the autoimmune.
Yeah, more through diet and different cleanses and things, but less about like physical, like pushing yourself hard to work out, right?
Right. Yeah. If you guys have been watching our vlogs, you know that we've done a couple diets and cleanse and finagling our sleep around this year. So we always have stuff that we're working on. It's just sometimes it's slow progress most of the time.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned my 2 books that I'm working on, and I'm still working on those.
Wow. Did you expect to be done in 100 days?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought. Well, I don't know. My Pride and Prejudice story is pretty long.
Yeah. I
was expecting to be further along. And I think I've probably ranted about that in my vlogs too. Like, just with the Women in Ministry book, I'm trying to really focus on that this year, and it is taking so much time. It takes weeks to research just like a paragraph worth of material. It's insane.
It's going to be so thoroughly researched, though. It's going to be awesome.
I hope so.
It's going to blow the socks off of the entire debate.
I doubt that. I figure if I make everybody mad, I probably did my job.
There you go.
Because I don't agree with either side. I think there's a way that you can pull it together differently.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see in the book.
Yeah, well, and honestly, I'm writing this book and kind of coming to conclusions as I'm writing it, which has been good because it means that I'm trying to keep an open mind and, I'm looking at different information and saying, which puzzle does this fit in better?
We've made 36 videos. Our original goal was to make one every day.
Yeah,
so,
but
what's that in?
Yeah, we that's a third of the time.
We bailed on that after a week because it was a lot of work. And now
it's not that it's a lot of work.
Well, it takes time away from what we're really wanting to do.
Right. It's that it's not a priority.
That's right.
That's different.
Yeah. And we were wondering, 600 days, what is that? What's a more digestible way to think of that? And that's 85 weeks, which to me sounds like it's still a lot. And you were thinking it's not very much, I think.
Nope. But I tend to look at our goals and be like, okay, I tend to be more of a...
equilibrium? Or uniformitarianism.
Yes. Yeah. I tend to be more of a uniformitarianist when I look at our goals. So I'm like, okay, at the rate that we've been going for the last 100 days...
So there's no room for exponential, which is how a lot of things work. They compound interest until...
Well, and I think part of that is being a writer,
Yeah. There's no I wrote 100 pages today and I'll write 200 pages tomorrow and I'll write 400 pages the next day.
That would be insane.
It doesn't really work like that. Yeah.
You can't write 100 pages in one. Well, maybe some people can. Yeah. I can't.
So I see what you mean.
So, yeah, you just, you write 1,000 words and then you write 1,000 words the next day and then you write 1,000 words the next day and you just do that till you're done.
So lessons learned in the last 100 days, I feel like this is something I'm still, it's not a lesson that's locked in and learned, but just trying to work on working harder, working smarter, not harder. And I know that I can see doing the video, or at least trying to do one video a week. I'm just able to, it's kind of a microscope on myself. I've been able to see what am I spending my time on, and then what do I have to show for it. And that's been pretty revealing. And I'm realizing that, I don't have a lot of time to work on this, neither do you. No. But in the time that I do have, am I being productive or not? And sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. So I'd like to continue to be more productive. Otherwise, it's going to be, one day left and we're not going to be there. So
yeah,
I think so. And that's tied in with the other thing I wrote down, which is just the difference between thinking about getting things done and actually getting things done. There's a big difference. And we've got stuff done. We just haven't been able to really publish anything yet. But behind the scenes stuff, there's been some pretty great kind of breakthroughs and lessons learned and stuff. And I think that will be fruitful later for anybody that chooses to work with us. So I'm excited about that, even though I wish I had stuff to show you as well. So a lot of internal stuff happening in the first 100 days.
Yeah.
What about you?
I am actually working on being less productive, which doesn't sound like it makes a lot of sense. But for me, because I am kind of
This is one way we balance each other out.
Yes. I'm pretty type A, hardcore, go until I fall apart. So I'm working on more of the how am I doing things, because I'm really good at pushing through. And I did that for most of my life. So I can definitely bite the bullet and just get stuff done. But that's not how I want to do these goals. I want to be able to do these goals out of overflow rather than overwhelm. And I think that's really important. I think there's an element of kind of poisoning my goals if I come at it with a really bad attitude. And it just doesn't work as well. One of the things that I did was to make sure that I was 10,000 words ahead of my beta, so I could kind of take a breath and not be so panicked about, I have to get my 1,000 words written today, otherwise I'm not going to have anything to give my beta this week.
Yeah. And beta is your first line proofreader.
Right.
For your
my
Pride and Prejudice story.
Yes. I'm just really working on trying to have a good attitude. And if I sit down and I don't have a good attitude, I'm trying to not work. By that, I don't mean well, now I'm going to go read my book or, go play a game on my phone. I mean,
do something about it.
Right. I'm going to stop and pray and do some tapping and relax if I need to. rather than just being like, no, this is what's on the schedule and I'm going to do it whether I feel up to it or not.
Yeah, I've had to do some stuff like that too. And then sometimes you still don't get any work done, but at least, yeah, we're not ignoring whatever is causing the internal problem.
Right. It's definitely internal stuff primarily rather than lots of nice external obvious progress.
Well, that will come. I mean, we believe in inside out change,
This is true.
and that's how we're supposed to be doing it. I mean, we are living the things that we're going to be training people to do, and it's an ongoing process. It's not like you get to a place where you're all done now and then you just kind of cruise control for the last 40, 50 years of your life or whatever.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this idea? Instead of 700-day vlog, let's just do a vlog every 100 days or so. I think that'd be good accountability. No, we're going to keep trying to do one video a week, each of us. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching this. And cheer us on in the comments or give us some feedback or something, because we want to be doing this in community and not in a vacuum. I mean, it's nice that we're working together because it's not either one of us kind of off in our own little mind or whatever, but we want to be in a community, and I believe that's going to happen. We're following God, and we're excited to see where we're going to end up.
Yep. We'll just keep trucking along.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of the day.
Yep. We will talk to you guys later.